Hey Bear Squad, what is going on? It is Polar Bear here, and today we are servicing our salsa bottling plant. Look at how tall and stacked up that cart is. I really need to get a bigger cart. Haven't gotten there yet. Something really interesting is happening with this video today. As I'm narrating this, I am also live streaming. It's a Monday right now, and we have a couple of people that have asked to be shouted out. I think we may do this whole live stream thing a little bit more often, and I'm gonna throw some shout outs every now and again to people who come on to the live stream and ask for them. You guys can see I'm working reorganizing product right now, but let's throw some out there. Adam Kelly wanted to say hi, and we had John who wanted to say hi. We had Ads Agency who wanted to say hi, and It's Storm. Thank you guys so much for tuning into the live stream on Monday. It's a really big help. Tim O'Laughlin was on the live stream. I'm just going to throw him out there. He didn't ask for it, but Jaime Ibanez was here. And there's a new vending channel that I have been watching personally that's been out there. Vimy, V-I-M-Y. So you guys can check them out if you'd like. But anyways, with that out of the way here, let's hop right into checking out what we got going on the screen. So as you can see, we're adding some 1 ounce chip bags to the top 3 rows. And I'm going through and checking stuff on my phone to make sure that everything is functioning properly in the Nayax MOMA app. You can see we've got a pretty good setup here. This machine does really well. Actually, while we're on this, I am going to go ahead and check out and see where we're at right now. This is when I'm actually doing this is a Friday. Yeah, it's a Friday, right? Yeah, I serviced this on a Friday. We're dubbing it on a Monday. Actually, we're dubbing it the same day that it's going to air. It's going to air at 8 p.m. tonight, Eastern Standard Time. But you guys will have already known that because it's past 8 p.m. right now as you're watching this. So we've got quite a bit of product that we moved around. We moved the standard chips from the top down to the bottom. I think we're going to do that same thing with the Fritos. What did we do that on? C7? I think we put them into C7. I'm actually trying to move really quickly because I didn't have a whole lot of time this day. This specific location is pretty far out of the way. But I do have to say something that's working out that's pretty great is I no longer have a full-time job, which means that I can spend more time running this route and not being wicked worried about the time frame that I get everything done in, because that tends to be how I forget things, which is not fun at all. So I'm pulling this up on the app. It looks like we have $42 in the bill collector right now, and up on the top there, the original Fritos haven't really moved at all. We still have 10 on hand. A3, what is that? That looks like Doritos. 1 bag of those has moved. A5 is salt and vinegar. Salt and vinegar chips. Those haven't moved at all. A7 hasn't moved at all. Those are the Sun chips. A9 is Smart Food, and we have sold 1 since then. Moving into checks, the blue ones, those guys we haven't sold any of. We've sold 2 of the cheddar ones though, which is kind of neat. I've got, like I was saying earlier, there's a live stream happening right now as well. Now I'm going to answer a question on that live stream. New England is, I live in the New England area. So what do you guys think of this angle here? I have moved up, or I just moved the camera up so you could see from the top. I didn't want to do the same exact camera angle all the time. We're filling up the cheese bags and the bold flavored Chex Mix. The bold flavor Chex Mix is actually selling really, really well. And there was a turn of events on this fill up too. Normally I can't really sell the cheese quite as well, but the cheese sold a little bit better than everything else did. I was kind of surprised at that. Caught me off guard. So we are going to throw some Cheetos in the back just so we have every single coil full. I try to use those Cheetos to keep everything from going empty. You know what I mean? Gotta figure out where my mouse is. My mouse keeps moving on me. You guys have no idea how much stress it put on my computer to live stream and edit this at the same time. It was kind of funny. It was kind of funny to get everything going, because normally when I'm editing, I will have all three of my screens in use for editing purposes, but today I have one screen with a chat on it, one screen with OBS on it, and one screen old school style Adobe, and my computer is just loving me for it. So these Cheez-Its are selling everywhere really well all of a sudden. There's a couple of other things I kind of want to try out, like goldfish. You guys have any luck with goldfish? Comment below. I'm really curious to see. So this is the top shelf. We're filling up as much as we can. We actually couldn't buy any more Smart Food. They were completely sold out of Smart Food. So we're gonna fill that up with these Cheetos that we have a ridiculous excess amount of. Not a big fan of Cheetos, but feels like the movie Inception. Alright, we'll close that up and open on the next one. I've got those all full. Look at how empty that tray is. That tray is so empty. You know, I have a buddy who has a lot of really solid locations. He lives out in California. His name's Sean the Hustler. And I always used to see his vending machines completely sold out like this. And I could not fathom in my head how in the world it happened. But now that I have a location that does it, I'm just super, super stoked about it. Now we are gonna have to replace this vending machine eventually anyways. This is an AP 113, and we're gonna have to move over into like a brand new machine. I was really hoping to get something like really high quality, but if I go brand new, as of right now, I'm not sure we can do that just yet. Before we do that, we are going to we're going to go and get everything upgraded to credit card readers. Almost everything is there right now. In our live chat, Jaime Ibanez just donated $4.99 super chat. Really appreciate that, my man. It's really interesting how I have this going right now. I've actually got two mics set up, and I'm gonna show the chat the setup I've got going. So we've got the Yeti mic that is running to dub over this video, and then we've got just the old mic that I used to use. This one's being used for the stream and recording a video and live streaming at the same time. It's very, very interesting. Comment below if you'd like me to live stream every Monday like this, because I'm thinking about doing it, just doing a long live stream every Monday so everyone has a chance to hop in and talk. Skittles. So as you guys can see with the Skittles, I'm going to pull all these out. The standard Skittles, we keep just them in there, but we're going to mix up the green and purple ones. Every other one will be something. I'm kind of curious actually how those are doing right now. Skittles When I first installed this machine, they were going through Skittles like crazy. That's going to be on D, Skittles bag 10. They haven't sold any of the standard Skittles just yet. But, let's see if they sold the other ones. The green and purple, they've sold 3 bags already. That's interesting. Usually they like the standard Skittles a little bit better. So we've got this video to do here, which we're gonna dub over. We have another video to do today as well. Oh, I forgot the narration's still on. We're still running through and narrating. This is gonna be the most interesting narration of a video that I've ever done. You see how I'm putting those in every other one? I think that has done really well so far. I'm really excited. I've started doing that in other locations as well, doing one row of just the red and then one row of every other. I've got to fill up them Sour Patch Kids. These guys like their Sour Patch Kids. Those are those cheese crackers that I was talking about earlier on the live stream. Someone had asked me what the strangest thing that I wasn't expecting to sell that sells really well is, and it's those cheese crackers. They sell really well. But I'm super excited because this is literally my first day of being self-employed, and that's why we're doing the whole big live stream event. I've got to get a little bit better at multitasking. That is for sure. There's been a couple occasions today during the live stream that I've gotten a little bit overwhelmed, and I can tell that my narration is overlapping with the live stream, or my live stream is overlapping with the narration a little bit, which is really interesting. So we have got Snickers going in. I didn't actually have any almond, whatchamacallits, almond, Hershey's almond. Didn't have any of those at all. Okay. So now we're going to the Lance crack. These Lance crackers, I'm really shocked at how well they do. So my cost on the Lance crackers is something like, I think they're like 18 cents a piece. I sell them for $1, and people buy the heck out of them. And it really makes up for the other stuff. Like you've got some of these candy bars that cost 60 upwards of 65 cents, and you're selling them for $1. So in all reality, you're not really, the margin isn't really there to operate. But when you throw in the other stuff, like the Lance crackers, that helps a lot. Okay. There we go. Okay, so I didn't have any Mounds or Almond Joy either. I need to make sure that when I fill the van up, because I still have to fill the van up at some point, probably tomorrow. I gotta make sure that we put Mounds and Almond Joy in there. I was really confused on what I was gonna do with that. I wasn't entirely sure how I was gonna do it. That was a broken Snickers bar that we just threw up at the top there. Oh, that's what I did. I just put more Snickers in. Yay, a whole bunch of Snickers. This machine, I put another row of Reese's in too. These guys went through 3 entire rows of Reese's. John, I'm so glad you're back. I need a moderator in here. My chat was going a little bit crazy. Alright, so we're just about done. I think I'm still trying to figure out what I want to do with that last. Yeah, see, so I've got a whole bunch of stuff here. We got to put a row of Twix in, and we need to put a row of Reese's in still before we're completely done with this. We've got quite a bit there. Oh, we got to finish up with a Snickers still. We haven't even finished up with the Snickers yet. Gonna have like 3 rows of Snickers in there. That's got to be fixed. We got to. So I'm thinking instead of doing 2 rows, 1 row Mounds, 1 row Almond Joy, I'm thinking about doing the same thing that we did with the Skittles and doing like back and forth with the 2. The Reese's, I guarantee, will sell out. All of them will. These guys consume so many Reese's. We have 3 rows of Reese's. I'm actually kind of curious about how that one's doing, so I'm going to look it up real quick. That is going to be... Yeah, so we've sold 3 out of that column. 2 out of each other column. There's so many Reese's going. I think we have like 3 cases of Reese's in this machine. It's absolutely nuts. Absolutely bonkers. So that's full up. We still got to do peanut M&Ms and Twix. Once that's done, we're going to be in good shape. So I've been thinking about switching to totes instead of using those milk crates. I've been thinking about switching to totes. What do you guys think of that? Comments below. Very curious. Oh, big announcement. In the description below, I have a Discord now, courtesy of some help with some people in my live stream. We created a Discord, and I am going to check it regularly and try to keep up on it. I really still need to learn everything about Discord because I still don't quite 100% understand it. But there is a link to Discord in the description below, along with several other links that can be very, very helpful to the channel if you guys want to check them out. What are we looking for now? We're looking for Twix now. We've got that last column. We've got to do the Twix in there. And then after that, we have the drawer below it, which is going to be Danishes. The Danishes. Danishes and cookies. Gotta love the Danishes and cookies. These guys love their Twix. You know, I'm actually not that big of a chocolate person, but I'm all about selling it. So these are other items we don't have like the biggest margin on. That's why it's so good to have the Lance crackers in there, because they really like the Lance crackers, and we sell them for $1 when they cost very little. Okay, so you can see we've got some rearranging to do here. We've got to put all the cookies in the back, and we're going to take all those Danishes that we have left over from before, and we're going to move them all to the front. There we go, getting somewhere. And now we're going to start putting in our new Danishes. And that'll put us back most of the way here. We'll be in good shape. I want some comments below on the music that I put behind this as well. I have a couple people that were concerned that maybe I was using too much of an upbeat for the type of content that I create, and I can see where that would come from. So we're definitely going to try to use a little bit more of a calm type of music in this video. I'm really curious to what your opinions are on it. as well. Also the camera angle. Tell me what you think about the camera angle. But I think we're going to be coming to a close here real soon. Listen, Bear Squad, thank you so much for tuning in today. I really do appreciate it. We're filling up the snack machine. Peace out. Oh, it's still going. I guess there's some bloopers.